Okay. Okay, progress. Testing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, progress. Oh my gosh. And we're back. And we're back. Hollow, welcome. Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Professor Retro, please tell me you can hear me. Bentley, what's going on, man? Long time no see, brother. Much, man. Just doing some profile reviews, followers. Much, man. Just doing some profile. All right, Professor Retro. Sir, Professor Retro is going to be today's profile review. Um, Excited to get into this. I just spent the last hour trying to figure it out. Um, my YouTube audio wasn't working. Oh, nice. Apex is good. I played a couple games of that, and it was fun going back. But I've been recently. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get started on this profile review. Yeah, I have been playing just a little bit, but just a little bit. Cool. Um, let's see. Sorry, just getting back to one other person who wants to hop in on this. It's been good, Bentley. Thank you for asking. How about yourself, man? Okay, so um, I guess we'll start from the top. I really like your banner here, and the geometric designs. That's a good start. Now, Tro, I see that you have two channels, right? Um, you got two channels. Although I like the idea of having two different channels, one for vlogs and one for your video game stuff. Um, Me personally, I think you are spreading your audience thin if you do that, right? So out of your 1.41K subscribers that you already have on this channel, which is really good, um, five of them have come and found you over on this channel. So I think I think that what you should do is take one of these recent vlogs and post them to your Professor Retro, your original Professor Retro profile. Um, just because you already have an audience over here, that's fine. Isn't just here for the retro gaming. I think they're here because they like you as a person and how you tell stories when it comes to retro gaming. Now, um, separate your videos into channels, just like you do here, right? You already have them all into channels. Now just put channel in here and do that. So, um, on one of your um, Okay, you just posted one here. I like the music. I like the music. Okay, first thing. Are you still with me, Professor Retro, by the way? Yes, no, maybe so. He's in YouTube chat. I'm also streaming on YouTube, Bentley. Yes, the intro was good. So first thing that I want to I like the angle switch here from here to uh to the next one. Okay, so the thing with YouTube videos is that you want something different to be on screen every at least 6 seconds. The more cuts, the better, right? So like I'm just gonna go to um one of the channels that I used to edit for. Obviously, it's like a completely different um I'm just gonna go to a random YouTube video actually um that has a high view count. Let's just go to gaming, right? And then random random thing.
Imagine being able to build
Oh, it's
anything
an ad.
just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Stop
Every,
neglect.
every 3 seconds, something different is happening, right? So
Stop
one,
neglecting your
two, three.
thumbnails. I
He's got
can't
a
tell you
zoom.
guys.
1, 2, 3. He cuts. 1, 2, 3. Another
This
cut,
video not
right?
have
One,
more
two,
views. Well,
three.
depending on the
Different
type of
stuff.
content.
Okay, so with this, right? With this video right here, if this is your editing routine, right? And what you do when you edit, okay? 1, 2, 3. I want to see a different shot of this coffee maker. And also, sorry, 1, 2, 3. I want to see a different shot of this coffee maker. And also, um, this kind of empty space. Okay, Bentley, sounds good. This kind of empty space that you have in audio right here at the beginning, cut that out so that it starts with music the second that I hit play. Right now there's 2 seconds of no audio before the music starts. So immediately I'm thinking, oh, is it working? Like, um, that's the first thing I'm thinking, right? Like, oh, is my headset working? Whatever it may be. Okay, so more cuts in your videos, couple more um, and it doesn't have to be crazy, right? So like while this is still filling up, right, you can just move the tripod really quick or move your camera angle really quick. Um, you can even like do a moving shot and you like cut in between those. That makes sense. So let's just keep going with this video here. One, 2, 3. So then right here, another opportunity, right? When it comes to visual storytelling, right, the typical thing that you'll notice in whatever it may be, movies, um, TV shows, whatever, the typical storytelling cut when it comes to the visual angles, you start with a wide, then you go to a medium, and then it's a close up. And then once you do those three things and you establish where you are and what's going on, you can kind of three, right? So with this one, right, you're putting the coffee mix into your mug, right? I want to see a shot of you unscrewing the lid. Yeah, yeah. And honestly, this is like pretty good. Like your storytelling is already really good. I'm just giving you some things. Like you said you're shooting another series today. So you can keep these things in mind when you're shooting today's vlogs or today's series, right? So, um, and again, like I studied film, so like I'm just gonna dive so deep into these things so that way you have um, some good information moving forward, and you can um, kind of improve every single time that you edit, right? So, and also, Professor Retro, do you edit on a computer or do you edit on your phone? Let me know. And I'm just going to continue with this video. I really like the music. But yeah, just moving the camera around, getting some different shots while you do these things. Have some fun with it, you know what I mean? Your Mac, okay. I can get into some cheats with editing on Mac once you get to editing. So let me know when you get to editing and I'll show you some stuff. But yeah, again, like another shot of you going and grabbing the creamer, another shot of you opening this creamer, um, a shot of the spoon dumping stuff into it. You know, even if it's handheld the whole time, or at least moving between different angles. Just like I said, try to cut and change it every 3 seconds and do something different every 3 seconds. Another thing that I would like to see from you is also a voiceover here. Um, like, at the beginning, every morning I like to start my every morning I like to start my day, or before I start editing, coffee is a must. 3 scoops of coffee, 3 scoops of creamer, and I'm ready to go. And then after that, the first 15 seconds is coffee creamer, then we're on to the next thing. Right now, we've spent the first 30 seconds of your video just on coffee, right? Skip through, skip through. Or like the stirring. I really like, the overhead shot of the stirring. More shots of you cleaning off the counter. And then sound design is a very big thing. So when these letters come in, um, hearing like uh, a video game sound, right? You probably already have audio of a video game sound, right? So go and grab that audio, and put it in. Shorten the intro a little bit, but like just make it cut, 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 cut. That's it. It doesn't have to be shorter, right? This is more, make it concise and have um like it could be 30 seconds. Just give me 30 seconds of different shots. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be because like right, I think the intro length is good. It brings me into life with Professor Retro, but if it's gonna be this long, give me some different angles. Um, but again, back to the audio and the sound design. Sound design is huge, right? So like when these words come in, I think this is perfect, right? But maybe play some of that audio that you have of like, I don't know, let's go find one of your retro gaming videos. Um, live. Not live. But like these retro
In the
games.
halls of video
Oh, sorry.
games, there are those games that are considered the greatest of all time. You know the ones, Super Mario Brothers.
You have audio of these games happening, right? So when these text shoots in, pick your favorite audio and play it whenever that comes in. Um, right? So just give me. I need you to think of your vlogs as day in the life with. right? And in your head, what would you hear when you see these words pop up on the screen? Um, and so I need you to portray your personality and your mind and life as much as you can through the screen. I do really like this text though. It's very on brand with the Professor Retro thing. So we'll keep moving forward. Love that. Love that. And then I also, some people would say like cut the part where it's you cutting the camera, but I think that's um I like that transition there.
Howdy, this is a quick little vlog. It's going to be kind of short and sweet. This is how I do or how I edit these vlogs.
Okay. Um when you're talking and when there's dialogue, if you have a pause, cut. I know it sounds so annoying and so minuscule, but you're gonna want to cut the little spaces of breath that you have in between each word. Um, for example, this guy, there's barely a moment of breath,
Stop
right?
neglecting your thumbnails. I can't tell you
Cut,
guys how many times I've watched smaller gaming channels videos and I'm left saying, wow, how
cut,
does this video not have more views? Well, depending on the type.
cut, right? So like there's barely breath, right? Obviously there's natural cadence, right? But this pause right
It's
here,
going to be kind of short and sweet. This,
you can cut a little bit of
this
that.
is how I do or how I edit these vlogs. This,
And then that little slip up right there, this is how I do, or this is how I edit, right? You can cut the length of that and it would say just this is how I edit these vlogs.
kind of a little behind the scenes moment.
And I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do that quickly. So go and shoot your videos, and then whenever you get to the editing stage, let me know, and then I'll go through like my secret shortcuts in CapCut.
To
Actually, let me download CapCut right now, and I'll be able to show you. See if I can download it. And I know that it's like it sucks to have your audio like super choppy like that, or it seems like it does, but it's what you should care about with these long form videos is retention, right? You want people to stay, and even a breath could make somebody uninterested. Let me see. Lost you. OBS. There we go.
show you what I do real quick. So I just finished recording one, not just a bit ago, and if you've watched my vlogs, you notice there's an intro, and well, I've already got that pre-recorded and pre-rendered, so this is good. Like I said, this is going to be short and sweet. So we're going to go into CapCut now, and of course you got your blank screen here. So first of all, I'm going to go to
Okay.
import. I'm going to go to my
Oh, that's another thing. Okay. So editing hack here. Let's go. Let me hold on. I'm installing CapCut as we speak. So you'll probably import your audio every time, or you'll import
that's done with this.
um your intro every time. But what I want you to do, Professor Retro, is take that intro, take any audio that you'll reuse, right? And save that project, make a copy of that project, name it template project, right? So every time that you have a vlog or you're going to reuse intro, just make a copy of it. And then you can completely skip the next minute of work of just the importing your assets, right? So you can skip 1 minute, right, of importing your intro, another minute of importing all your audio, and then another minute of importing whatever just by having a template project where all of that stuff is already imported into, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So yeah, just make a template project and then make a copy of that project every time you have said um, that you have that same kind of video or vlog happening. Okay, it'll save you minutes, but even then, it's into hours when it comes to editing, and I know you know that.
Most of my folders are that I have, and we're going to go
Yeah, so here, let me go into CapCut really quick and show you. Okay, so um, let me just add a display capture, window capture, CapCut, CapCut. All right, can you see my CapCut? I don't know if you can see that. So when you get into CapCut, right, you have a project, import, exit. Okay, I need to skip all this stuff. So let's say I import, um, let me just go and grab something random here. This PC, Dropbox. Okay, so let's say this video is my intro, right? Let's say that this video right here is my intro. It's already been imported, right? And then once, oh shit, what is wrong with CapCut right now? Properties, add. I'm just gonna do a full window capture. Sorry, display capture. Okay. All right, there we go. So can you see my CapCut, Professor Retro? So you have your CapCut. CapCut's open, stuff that you need, right? And then once you're done with just the importing part, right? Just the importing part, you're gonna save this. Okay, it's auto saved, right? Then you're gonna quit. So reopen CapCut. We've already imported your intro, already import all the stuff.
here. We're going to go to see where it says Life with Professor Retro, which is the vlogs series, and my intro, which is
When you open that second project up, your intro is already going to be in there. Okay. And then what I like to do personally is I like to have a folder, right? So I have a folder for all these things. I have a folder called like footage. Oh, excuse me. I have a footage folder. Why isn't it letting me rename it? Right, you have a footage folder, you have audio folder, you have whatever, rename, and then actually let me change this. There we go. Not letting me rename these things, but yes, you make all these things in a template, all your audio, all your stuff, use in every project, right? So let me just show you my Premiere Pro. Um, excuse me. Okay, so I use Premiere Pro, and that's a terrible example. Um, and every time I make a new in um, my projects already have these set folders in them, and like my assets folder is already pre-filled. My footage folder is already pre-filled with um, my intro, right? And it's already pre-filled with the text, it's pre-filled with everything, right? So it just saves like a couple seconds or a couple minutes of editing.
It's right
Okay,
here.
let's dive back in. Hmm. Okay.
There's the intro. Then we're going to go back to import, and we're going to go right where the other one is. So we're going to go over to desktop again, and we're going to go to works in progress, and we're going to go find today's vlog, which would be probably right about here. And we're going to import. Yep, there it is. And all I do is I drop my intro in, I drop the vlog in. So that is rather short and sweet. That's not the right vlog. Sorry. That's not the right thing. I like to do tasks. Be here, I think. Yep. I'm going to drop this in. And then we're going to go over to transitions. And I'm just going to pick a nice little transition here. Pick a fun one. Now, I'm using CapCut. So, but I'm using the free version. So some of the fun, neat transitions I can't use because they require me to pay for the pro, and I don't have the money for that right now. Professor Retro, and join my
Still with me, Professor Retro?
Patreon, where you can get a lot of these vlogs early, or or some of the content from my main channel early as well. There's a different tiers, and that's that. If you want to just support me on Patreon, about here. Howdy, and welcome to another episode of animation. We're gonna go out. See, where's the one I
Okay,
do?
same thing. Whenever you're not talking, just go ahead and cut it. Teach you a quick way to do
You know
that.
what? We're gonna do behind episode 3. Too long. Will that render? Will that renders?
Good little export process.
That's basically how it is. So it's gonna render. As you can.
I like the picture that you're doing here and the screen recording of your
So while that renders, I'm gonna just end
screen
this vlog
recording.
right here. Thanks for watching. This is just a little behind the scenes of how I edit my vlogs. It's also so again, this is content on